Well, this is 3 days later and that car is still there. It's frozen right in, and I called the police yesterday. Like there's a parking ban on the streets and they're not supposed to be parked there that long. But this car is kind of mysterious because it has Quebec license plates on it. And see if I can hold my camera steady enough. All you see is PXR. This is a 260 times zoom, so I can't zoom in anymore. I think it's Quebec. But there's another storm coming in. I guess now the police have decided that maybe they should do something about this car, because it's going to block the street for the snowplows that are going to have to come down. This car should have been removed long ago, but they're going to have a hard time getting it out of there because it's literally frozen right into the ground. Because when the street was flooded, the plows are going by, they were pushing the water and all the ice and chunks of ice. When the water receded, the ice stayed behind, and that car is literally encased in ice. So this is what winter life is like in Halifax, Nova Scotia. You can see the winter life series at thevisionaryfolkphotographer.com. Thank you. It's now February, I believe, the 19th today. And there's another snowstorm coming in. Well, they are going to pull this car out, and I'm going to do a video of it. They got CBC News right there doing a story on this mysterious car. You got the street blocked off. So enjoy. It's like I told them, something's really weird about that car because it just drove up. There was another red car just like it that pulled up. It left with that guy. They left the car there. You'd think it belongs to a spy or something. So you can watch that video. The mysterious car that is stuck in the ice after the snowstorm and the rainstorm 3 days ago. And with the winter parking ban, that car should have been removed right away. So let's find out what this is. They have to use a backhoe, because the ice is pretty hard. Of course, they're gonna block the sidewalk with all the crap they're dumping on it. See, people can't get through now. I won't be able to ride my wheelchair in there. And I bet you, even though they're making a mess out of the sidewalk, they're not going to clean it up after. I'm sure they won't. Everybody's tripping and falling on the chunks of ice. Blocking the sidewalk even more. This is crazy. Where would he be doing that? He's doing it so nobody can walk through. But getting that car out of there is tricky because it is frozen right into the street. Because when the street was flooded here 3 days ago, and the plows were going by, they were pushing the water, and when the water receded, it left the car encased in ice. Even the CBC guy's thinking, well, I better move the hell out of here because I'm going to get myself hit by the backhoe. Winter life in Halifax, Nova Scotia. You can see my posts and photos at Halifax, on my website, sorry, at thevisionaryfolkphotographer.com. So it looks like they cleared enough of the ice. Oh, now they're doing it by hand. So the tow truck can come in and tow the car out. But that should be interesting because those wheels, I'm sure they're frozen solid. That car is frozen solid in 2 feet of ice underneath it. Because I was watching the videos as the plows were plowing in the water and plowing in the ice chunks. And that car is stuck really good. Even if they get the front out, the cars nowadays aren't strong like the old cars. They try to pull that out. Somehow they got to get underneath that car to hook up hooks on it so they can pull the car out. But even when we try to do that, it should be very interesting to see if they don't tear the whole car apart. And you saw what just happened. The backhoe plowed all the snow onto the sidewalk and then just left it there, and the backhoe left. That's not how stupid they do things here. You'd think that backhoe would have pulled the snow back a bit so there'd be a room for people to walk through. How inconsiderate. And me being in a wheelchair, let me tell you, that's right in front of my building. I wonder how long that's going to be there, that pile of snow. See? You tell me, why didn't the backhoe just pull his bucket up and over and pull back and make a neat pile so that the sidewalk wouldn't be blocked? But that's how ignorant things are in Halifax. All it would take in is that little bit of extra effort, but they don't do the extra effort anymore. In my generation, people took that extra little effort for perfection, made life really good for everybody. And today, we've got a world full of lazy, stupid people and brain dead people. And the guy comes over here, he plows the ice off the street, and he covers the sidewalk. And those are really hefty chunks of ice on the sidewalk. And how long is that going to be there for? A week? You know, like, who's going to clean it? That backhoe should have tucked that back and should have pulled it back. I could go down there and talk to the police and ask them, you know, can you get that backhoe back over here and have him scoop down and pull that snow over. See how ignorant things are here? And you wonder why I bitch and complain, because I'll show you. If you go all the way up the street here, I'll go to the corner, you can see that the sidewalk's been cleared recently, right? It's still ice, okay, it's still dangerous. But you come to the island in the corner here, and the plows go around the corner, see? And they cover the ends of the sidewalk here. So I can't get off the sidewalk. And I can't go up there either because it's all blocked, see? So that's what life is like in Halifax, especially when you're stuck in, you're a prisoner in your home like I am, because my wheelchair, I can't get around on the sidewalks because they won't keep the ends of the sidewalks clear where the curbs are at the street. So here's another lady that's going to try to get through. I'm so tempted to go down there in my wheelchair and talk to the cop. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to restart my camera right now. When I get ready to go outside, I'm going to go down in my wheelchair. And I'm going to ask that police officer why he can't get that backhoe to come back and pull the snow back. I'm not going to be out for very long because I don't want to freeze. But I'm going to go out there. And I'm going to ask them why they did that. And just before I go out the door, I'm going to reset my video so it records again, because it can run for about 20 minutes, but I don't want to miss anything. And you'll get to see me on camera in a few minutes. And what I'm going to do when I go down, I'm going to use my other camera on my wheelchair, which has sound, and I'm going to go on the street, probably, and I'm going to ask the police officer and the city crew that's down there why that backhoe pulled away without clearing a path on the sidewalk. And I will see what the stupid ignorant answers they're going to give me. So here goes the reset. I can always edit this out later if it's just boring stuff.